I remember during the trial, I was in the courtroom every day, and in the beginning, you and Jose Baez and Casey would speak, and then within a few days, you began speaking with your note cards in front of your mouths, like professional coaches do in football games. You had received word that there were lip readers, but what I didn't realize, and this seems to be new, is that you were fearful that that was happening in the jail as well. Can you explain that?
Yes. Casey was maintained in an isolation cell in a special part of the jail for the whole time. She was in there for about 3 years. And when I would go out to visit her, whether it was me or Liz Fryer with me or Jose on occasion, we were aware of the special, I'll say, cautions they tried to take. They wouldn't let her into the normal conference room where we were, and we learned because they had up above cameras and microphones focused on us. And it didn't do a lot of good to object to it. So what we did was, whenever we were getting Casey in and she would come into the room, we would reposition our seats so that all of our backs were facing where the entrance was and where they could have had the equipment. And then we had to maintain covering our faces, our mouths, as we talked and looked at each other, because of the fact that we were being filmed and listened to the entire time.
Were you ever concerned, Cheney, that there were lip readers, even as you were trying to keep your voices low or conceal your mouths, that there were actually lip readers hired by anybody untowards through the jail?
I don't know if they were at the jail or not. I know that they were throughout the trial and some proceedings before the trial.
What didn't the press find out, either all throughout that media circus or in the ensuing 15 years since?
Well, you know, look, I know you're part of that world, and that's okay. You've always been good, as far as I know, fair to me. But the fact of the matter is, when you talk to an old warbird like me who's been trying murder cases for over half a century, you learn that you don't really have any friends in the media. As a general rule, in trying to do their job, they take the shortcut and make up their mind. And in this case, most of the local media was already convinced of what they believe the facts of the case were or would be shown to be well before any judicial proceedings. It was clear. And I can tell you that I know absolutely that after the case was over, there were at least 3 members of local press, both television and newspaper, who were fired and deserved to be fired. Throughout the process, even not just the lip reading, Ashleigh, it was revealed to me several months prior to the trial, when there was a hearing, some questions were asked of me by the court, and I was writing some notes on my desk, and there was a camera up in the balcony of the courtroom, if you remember how that was shining down, peering down over my shoulder, and it was later revealed to me by a member of the press, who has since resigned himself, revealed to me that they were focusing their long-range camera in on the notes on my desk as I wrote them, to try to read and understand whatever I was doing, which is very offensive. Quite frankly, I didn't know it at the time, but I learned it very quickly, I think 1 or 2 days. And thereafter, we altered everything, including, you may recall, the location of the desk at time of trial. I convinced the judge that I wanted the defense table to be on the side of the room facing the jury where there could be no media or other observers behind us. And that's what we did.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.